transition to a different story. Tom, I'm going to come to you with this one. It's going to be California. So California, by the way, the governor came out and publicly, his campaign, I think it's called 960. Because he told in front of a group of African Americans that he got an SAT score 960 and that he's not smart like everybody. And he says if his speeches were written, he wouldn't be able to do it.
Jeez.
And the only thing he was missing in this video is a hot sauce in his pocket to pull out and say that he carries with himself all the time, but that's somebody else's shtick. Rob, go ahead and play this clip. Go for it.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. I'm a 960 SAT guy. and I'm not trying to offend anyone, trying to act all there if you got 940.
Oh my God.
But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech. Maybe the wrong business to be in.
What is he talking? Okay, can we, in this room, everybody, whatever you're doing at your house, you're in your garage, you're making coffee, do you understand? A white man is in Georgia sitting on stage with a black man who is the mayor, Andre Dickens, and he's basically slowing down his speech and saying, like, I'm dumb like y'all. Like, I barely passed the SATs because I'm dumb like y'all. Like, and this is the Joe Biden. If y'all don't need to decide whether you need to vote for me or Trump, you ain't black. And I'm at my wit's end with the black people that are out there in that room and all across the Charlemagne the Gods and all these losers. Like, when are you gonna step up and say this is absolutely appalling and it's racist? And I hate to be the guy to be like, if it was the other side, but if it was the other side, if a name a Republican governor. Go ahead, Tom. Name a Republican governor.
DeSantis.
If DeSantis was on stage with a black mayor from Georgia and was like, man, I'm like y'all, and he's throwing in the like he's a preacher, like a black preacher. Where's the outrage? Where's the outrage?
You don't think he was being sincere?
No, this is pandering.
Hold on.
This is racist
You don't
pandering.
think this is sincerity, Tom?
No, but it drives me crazy. Think about it. Schumer and the Democratic Party don't think black people know how to get an ID to vote. Kathy Hochul, remember when she said black kids from the Bronx don't know what a computer is? And then with Joe Biden and now this guy. And the black community is quiet. How are you sitting on the sideline? If I was black and I was in that crowd, I would have stood up and be like, wait, what are you talking about? I would have been kicked out of that room. I would have been kicked out. But beyond pandering, Tom, he's basically saying, guys, I'm stupid too. You're stupid. I'm stupid. I don't know how to read. Like you got. No, Adam, that's basically what he's saying is, hold on, let me do the leg fold because his crotch is gone. He's like, I eat mac and cheese. I'm from the hood. I'm stupid. You know what I mean? Like, y'all, I don't know how to read a speech. So you mean to tell me the governor of California can't read? That's what he's saying. If you can't read a speech, you can't read anything. And I'm sorry for being, Pat, it drives me crazy because none of them say anything.
Let me show you a clip, and then Adam, Tom, I'm going to come to you guys.
Oh, my God, bro.
Rob, show the clip when the reporter is asking him about cost of living in California and how he answers. Go ahead, Rob. This is CNN.
California has the highest cost of living in the nation. The state's prices are 11% higher than the national average. We were actually out to dinner here in Nashville last night. We met a couple from California. They moved out of California because they couldn't afford the rent or even to buy a home and also start a family.
Yeah, we've had hundreds of thousands of people move in California the last 2-3 years. We've seen population growth. As you know, we moved from 6th to the 4th largest economy in the world. We dominate now in every key industry, from AI, quantum, robotics. We dominate in ag. We dominate forestry.
But people are struggling to afford things like your mom was.
Oh, she dropped the mom thing. But and again, professional, you have to give, like, he's such a good serpent in the grass. He knows exactly. By the way, I even forgot what the question was because he's like, we're dominating. I'm using my hands. Look at my hands. Don't look at the lies that are coming out of my mouth. He's the future. He's the future of their party, Tom. Him and the Mamdanis and the AOCs.
Tom.
That's them. Beware.
The pandering makes me sick. The pandering has gone on from the Democrats for a long time. And when African Americans and people go out there and express independence, Stephen A. Smith is not out there screaming like a conservative, but he takes a moderate point of view and he's calling things out that he doesn't like. And there are some that do it, but suddenly they call you names. Oh, you're betraying us, or you're going the other way. They're expected to stay in lockstep. In lockstep, voting for people that pander to you like this, in lockstep to a guy that comes in there. You have to remember Obama did it too, because Obama didn't have street cred with the African Americans in America. When he would come and give speeches, he didn't have the cred. And if you look at some of these speeches, he started dropping his R's and talking with
Don't do the hard R, Tom.
Yeah, talking with this tone and everything. I'm one of y'all and down. And it's like, it's just pandering. It's absolute pandering. And they're waking up. The voters are waking up. There are African Americans that are waking up. They're thinking for themselves, that are saying, listen, I will not be automatically assumed to be your voting bloc. I'm there. And we've seen it moving election by election. And I hope that the numbers are screaming. They used to hold 92% of the African American vote. It was less than that in this last election with Trump. I don't have the number handy. I wish I did. But that's exactly what you're seeing. And this is racist and just insidious pandering here. It really makes me sick. And remember, to those of you in the African American community, ask yourself a question. Where has it improved? I'm going to give you this. Have you got it? I'm going to do this for you. Have you got it? As I've said before, these folks and Planned Parenthood have run a black genocide upon you through abortion. Yep. If you take a look at the number of aborted babies and you go back and you look at it, 14% of our population, proud African-American citizens, 40% of the abortions. Why is that? Because they want that. Yep. They want that. And if that hadn't happened, what would be the size of the African-American community in America? What would be the size of that?
25,
would they
30%?
Would they have tolerated being used at the voting booth and then given nothing at the legislative cycle to improve schools, communities, opportunities? No, they wouldn't. And Obama wouldn't have been the first African-American president. He would have been the second or third. Thurgood Marshall's son would have been the first, in my view.
Bingo.
Adam.
Yeah, well, let's make racism great again. We see in the NFL, we're going to end racism. So there's two types of racism. There's the open, overt racism, which, to be honest with you, I'm better with, because you just come out and say it, bro. Say how you feel. Then there's the other racism, which is like the low-key racism, which I believe George W. Bush called the soft bigotry of low expectations. Remember that? He had a few famous quotes, fool me once, can't get fooled again.
The terrorists.
But the soft bigotry of low expectations. What are the soft bigotry of low expectations? I don't expect a lot from you. I have very low standards from you. So if you don't excel, if you don't have a high performance, if you don't excel and succeed, it's because it's who you are. And then becomes a self-fulfilling cycle of course you're not going to do good. Of course you're not going to read. Of course you're not going to succeed. Bless you. Sneeze on the truth. Bless you, Lord.
Bless you.
Then you're gonna carry tobacco in your purse. Then you're gonna say that you ain't black if you won't vote for me. So then Gavin Newsom, who's trying to appeal to the black vote, goes, "I'm dumb too, y'all. I got a 960. I can't even read."
That part
and
I
look
believe.
At me lead.
I believe the 960.
I can't even read.
Actually.
I can't even lead.
Tom, what'd you get on your SAT?
When I took it, 1120.
So you're not even that smart? I did better than you?
Be honest, Vinny.
Unbelievable.
What'd you get?
Be
honest. What'd you get? It was not good.
What was yours?
Probably like 8 something.
Okay. What was yours?
1220.
You got 1220.
Damn.
You got 1220.
But I cheated,
Then I
bro.
won't tell
There's a
you.
lot of Asian
1220.
kids in my class.
Vinny, you and I are right next to
That's
each
what I'm
other,
saying,
buddy. I just want
dog.
you to know.
Let's go.
But this is...
But let me tell you, you know what? My SATs got me scholarship to Glendale Community College.
Really?
Yeah. Full ride scholarship.
If it wasn't for that, then you wouldn't.
But by the way, can you imagine at this table, Adam got a better SAT score than Tom.
Well, Tom fell asleep.
Yeah.
By the way, Tom's daughter got a 1560 out of 1600.
Bailey got
Exactly.
you know what that means? She got like 1 or 2
Those
wrong.
that can't do teach, and Tom taught his daughters well.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
It's a joke, buddy.
All right,
It's a
let's go-
joke.
let's
Don't
go
get
there.
red.
There we go.
Don't get red, Tom.
You know what?
It's
Here we go.
okay.
Let's
Tom,
go.
it's okay. I
Let's
beat you in
go.
the
Are you
SATs.
ready? Are you ready?
But
Let's
can
get
I
it
say
on.
one more thing
Let's
to
get
you?
Babs on the podcast and have her tell you the amazing story of how upset they were because I stayed out late. I fell asleep during the last section of the SAT. It's a true story.
Well, I have a story about my SAT, but I'm not going to get into it.
Why'd you fall
It has
asleep
to do
during
with
the SATs?
math.
You think you're better than the SATs?
I did an abacadabra. I just put abacadabra and it didn't
Math,
work.
to me, I nailed math. But to me, I was like, I'm out with English. We were playing spades with my Armenian crew. And I think right after taking SATs, a month or two later, I joined the Army. But go ahead. You were telling me.
Well, speaking of black culture, I remember you told this story. I think you were in D.C., and you saw these sharp-dressed black men coming out in suits looking like $1 million. They were like the young...
Yes.
Who were those guys? They were
they were young lawyers, African-American women and men looking amazing.
Yeah.
I went and I said, what are you guys doing here?
What year
2,000
was
of
that?
us. This was 10 years ago, 9 years
Okay.
ago.
So
What year are we right now? To 2026?
we're still in 2026.
So
yeah.
It would be 2015.
So 2015.
Yes.
So Obama's the president. Black lawyers. I assume they were.
Yes.
You know, this was in D.C. or where was this?
It could have been Chicago or
Okay.
D.C.
All right. So let's go there.
Yeah.
I've seen what you've done with PHP. I mean, black, white, Latino, Asian, Filipino, Matsabal, the whole deal. Everybody dressed like $1 million. Imagine if you said, hey guys, white people dress in suits, Latino guys do that, black guys, don't worry. Sag your pants. It's okay, don't worry.
No.
It's the soft bigotry of low expectations. You have high standards. You say, meet the standard or get the hell out. And every single one of your guys, whether it's Chris Hart, whether it's Swazo, whatever, whoever we're talking about,
Yep.
all look, act, and play the part, and they deserve it, and everything that they've received, they've earned.
Yep.
So there's no low expectations when it comes to us, and that, unfortunately, is how Gavin Newsom sees black people.
For the last 7 or 8 days, we've been at the Magic Show in Las Vegas, and we're currently at Italy at the Micum Show, the Milan Show, the show that everybody shows up, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermes, everybody. And you know who was there this year? Future Looks Bright shoes. There. We sent Pete, Leo, and Michele. Went over there, having a great time. Go ahead and give them an update on what's going on with these FLB shoes in Vegas at the Magic Show as well as Micum. Go ahead, Rob. I just can't get it. Okay, by the way, you know what I'm wearing today?
Clean.
Again, let me say this to you guys. I'm wearing my brown ones, okay? Future Looks Bright. Vinny's wearing his black ones, okay? From September 9th, when I tell you from September 9th till today, I've only worn these shoes except for 5 days. That's all I wear. 5 days, okay? And I love them. They're so comfortable. Every day, this is all I wear. For some of you guys that are asking questions about shoes, we haven't done a CTA for a couple of weeks because it sells out every time we do them, okay? So if you haven't picked one up for yourself yet, go to the site, take a look at the shoe, compared with all the other shoes, the Berlutis, the Ferragamos, the Xenias, the Guccis. If you want a shoe that has the same, foam, the foam technology in the bottom, like the On Cloud or the Hokas, and then the look of a Xenia with the leather, genuine leather from Tuscany, Italy, and you want to combine the two together for a reasonable price while you can sit in a boardroom and put up your shoe on your knee and it says Future Looks Bright and get the deal done. If you're that kind of a person, go to vtmerch.com, place your order. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.